Of note, this is the FLIR, and this is in an IR mode, not camera. Next slide, please. All right, so what was happening outside of the small clip that folks may have seen already. So on the situational awareness page is kind of where all our data is getting pumped into. And we typically look at that to receive offboard information or even our own onboard information in order to identify targets or all the stuff that we do up there. So what was interesting was that on our situational awareness page, what we noticed was that there was and I use the word formation here, there's a formation of about 4 to 5 aircraft flying in what resembled a wedge formation. And as they were flying along, they began a turn that had some type of radius of turn, right? So it wasn't an instantaneous direction change. It turned as if it was cutting through the air. And they were a bit jumbled, right? So they didn't maintain perfect formation. They kind of scattered out, almost looked semi-random. And they were at separate altitudes as well, but not, so they weren't at the exact same altitude. And as they rolled back out, they basically did a 180 and started flowing in the other direction. The object, the gimbal object from the image before, is represented in this slide by the circle with the line going through it. And this object was proceeding behind the larger group. And essentially, it approached and then it stopped for a bit. And then as the formation turned back 180 degrees, it basically just it just stopped from that position and then immediately went in the opposite direction, more or less, so that there was really no radius of turn, as I was highlighting on the formation.
This
is very interesting to me. This is the first time I've heard about actual flying tactics. So, normally he's talking about these 5 front contacts. They're turning like this. Okay, there's basically a radius of curvature he talks about. But the gimbal just basically goes with them, stops, waits for them to come back, and then just starts flying with them again.
What was very interesting here was that the formation, they appeared on the radar similar to the objects we would normally see in Virginia Beach, but the large gimbal object was something we had not seen before.
So the gimbal object, it looks different on radar. Sounds like it looks different in person with your eyes and with the FLIR, and it moves differently. Okay, so that thing just stops and then goes in opposite directions, whereas the other ones were kind of flying around. So again, all crazy information.
All right, so